Why? Why'd you take me out of there? I had the best chance of coming out alive, of anybody there! Now Ganju, Hinataro, and Ruki are gonna get killed!
Who do you think you are? You had no chance. No one there could have done it. They couldn't have fought against Byakuya and lived.
Look, you!
Stop shouting. You're just going to open up your wounds again. Carrying you away was the best I could do. It was the only way to escape Byakuya.
But why me and not Rukia, huh?
Listen, absolutely nobody who was there had any hope of defeating Byakuya. Believe me, Ichigo. But in 3 days, you might very well have a chance. That was my reasoning. You were the logical choice. And there's more. Byakuya wasn't alone. Ukitake was there as well. He was Rukia's direct superior. He's a very dutiful man. I'm sure he won't kill Ganju, and that youth who tried to rescue his subordinate. They'll be all right, Ichigo. You just need to concentrate on becoming stronger. You can't defeat Byakuya as you are now. But I'll train you so that in 3 days you will. And then, with your very own hands, you'll be able to save all of your friends. I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's? I always knew this sword was different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its name.
Just as I thought. Well then, in that case, you probably also weren't aware that Zangetsu had a second release. All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have 2 different distinct stages of release. The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai. They're mandatory for a captain. That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the Soul Society, he's the only captain. The only one who's ever achieved that rank without being able to perform Bankai or knowing the name of his Zanpakuto. The 13 court guard squads valued his fighting prowess and dedication so much that they waived the requirement. But then, you got to experience that skill firsthand. In terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training. But generally, it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
Wait a second. I don't have that much time.
No, of course you don't. When I say 10 or 20 years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Hey, what's with that goofy-looking doll?
It's a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Hold on, I don't get it. We need that to practice Bankai?
Of course. The central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize with your Zanpakuto. But using Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my powers to keep him in that state. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to submit within that time frame. If you can do that...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Zangetsu. What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me. There's just one available solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down. Never take your eyes off the enemy. That's 52.
Damn! Oh man, I almost had him!
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level as well. Kisuke, it seems that it's just as you said. He is truly... Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet! Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
A hot spring. I had no idea this was even here. What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this? My wounds are healing, and the pain's going away.
So, how's the water?
Oh, Ms. Yoruichi. Yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect. Hey, you know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground. We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
Kisuke had a reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day. After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait, just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
Huh? Kisuke?
Yeah, oh man, I knew it! He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And some of the guys here gave me funny looks when I mentioned his name. Ms. Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he? All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far. You see, Kisuke is actually the previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Sabimaru.
Captain Aizen.
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo. I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the absolute worst. Who is it?
Whoa. Oh boy, this is ugly. I can't even look.
Captain Ichimaru.
You look tired, you poor thing. Would you like it if I gave you my help? Come with me, Izuru.
Beg your pardon, are Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Matsumoto here?
What is it?
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we received an urgent report from the guards at the prison. Lieutenant Zabarai, Hinamori, and Kira, they're all missing from their cells!
It's completely destroyed. Did that girl really do all this?
I have absolutely no excuse. When Lieutenant Hinamori called me, I turned around and everything went white.
She must have used Hakufuku.
It's not like she was going to be executed, so why?
Ultimately, there's only one reason. Rangiku, go back without me, because I'm going to rescue Momo.
I couldn't even believe my eyes when I read the letter. For a time, I didn't believe it. But it's true. Isn't it, Captain Aizen? Whether I want to believe it or not, he was the one who killed you.
I figured that I'd find you two together. Just as I thought. Izuru's cell was the only one that was opened from the outside. Your performance was lacking this time. I'm afraid that you didn't cover your tracks very well, Gin.
What's that? Cover my tracks? Actually, I did that on purpose. I wanted to be sure that you'd know.
I'm glad that I was able to get here before Momo. I'm going to kill you. You'll be gone before she even gets here. Momo!
At last, I finally found you. So this is where you were.
Stop, Momo! He's too strong! Just stay back. Let me deal with him. Momo! Momo?
This is payback for Captain Eisen.
If you are reading this, then I am probably dead. Therefore, Momo, I must confide the truth of what I have discovered. I need to tell it to the one person that I put my trust in the most. The truth about why Rukia Kuchiki must be executed, and why the execution date always keeps changing. In the course of my investigation, I reached a conclusion. The true goal of the execution is not to kill Rukia Kuchiki. On the contrary, the execution has been contrived so that a certain something may be stolen. And that thing is the Sokyoku. The Sokyoku, whose seal is only removed for executions, has the destructive power of 1 million Zanpakuto contained within its blade. The Taka has the defensive power to block an equal number of Zanpakuto. And in addition to all that, when it's being put to use in order to execute a Soul Reaper, its power can be increased, momentarily at least, several dozen times over. The one who plotted Rukia's execution intends to use the Sokyoku to destroy not only the Seirete, but essentially annihilate the entire Soul Society as well. The name of that despicable person is Toshiro Hitsugaya.
Wait, Eisen really said that in his letter?
Yes, and it went on. It said, "Tonight, I have called him out to a meeting at the Sacred Eastern Wall. No matter what it may cost, I must foil his plan. If he will not, but if I end up dying, Momo, please carry on for me. It will then, that's my will, my last wish. I know it's a lot to put on you. I ask this not as captain of Squad 5, but simply as a man."
Are you crazy, Momo? Think about it. I'm dead, so avenge me? You really believe that nonsense? You think Eisen would ever actually say that? That's not the Eisen I knew. He wasn't a blithering idiot who'd start a fight he knew he couldn't win, and he wasn't a coward who'd make his subordinates clean up his mess either.
But that's really what it said! I didn't misread it. I'm sure it was Captain Eisen's handwriting. I didn't want to believe it. I was desperate not to, but what could I do? It was his last wish. Oh, Captain Eisen! I don't know. I just don't know what to think anymore, Shiro.
It seems that Momo's too upset to think straight. There's no way that Eisen would ever write a letter like that. I can only conclude that someone must have forged it. Perhaps it was so Momo and I would turn on each other and kill each other. I get it. This too, eh? Is this more of your conniving handiwork? Is it, Dean?
Tisk tisk. I have to say that wasn't nice, Captain. You really didn't need to go as far as that. You didn't have to hit the poor girl so hard, did you?
Dean.
convenient time for the alarm to sound, eh?
You never change one whit. Well, I hope you can enjoy the ringing of the alarm while you can, because you aren't going to be hearing it ever again.
Geen, what exactly are you up to? Aizen just wasn't enough for you? So you had to make Momo suffer too? Is that it? She was gripping her sword so hard that her skin was pierced, and now she's bleeding. You've gone much too far this time.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about.
I warned you, Geen, didn't I? I thought I was clear about it. I said that if you made her bleed, then I'd kill you!
My. Well, if it isn't the captain of Squad 10. If you draw your sword here, you know what'll happen, right? Then I'm going to be forced to stop you.
Captain Ichimaru.
Stay back, Izuru. You don't want to die yet, do you?
Don't be stupid. Staying back isn't good enough. Disappear. Go. And when you can't see us anymore, just keep going. The thing is, if you're within 3 Ri, I can't guarantee that I won't end up killing you. Reign over the frosted heavens. Hiyori Maru!
So slow. Close one. Well,
I'm strong. Strike back. My sword's drawn. If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now!
It's a dragon of water and ice, created by overflowing spiritual pressure. It can even control the weather. It's the first time I've seen it. So this is Captain Hitsugaya's ultimate water ice Zanpakuto. Hiyori Maru. So much water, and so fast!
you're not taking this seriously.
Is that it? You fight so straight, hold up your sword. You fight so straight,
Well,
I'm strong. My sword's drawn. If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now! Looks like this is it. It's over, Geen!
dead. You sure? If you dodge it, the girl will die.
Momo!
I'm sorry, sir. I headed back to the squad barracks as you ordered, but I sensed Hyorin Maru's spiritual pressure and had to come back. Please withdraw your sword, Captain Ichimaru. Because if you do not, you'll have to deal with me.
Stop right there, Gin!
Rather than chasing me, you should instead see to your little friend there.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, Momo would be dead. Thank you, Rangiku.
Not at all. That bad habit of yours, which you apparently still can't shake. Disappearing without even letting me know where you're going. Gin, I don't understand. Where exactly are you trying to go?
I wonder about Aizen's letter. How much of it was fabricated? The part about the power of the Sukioku being released by Rukia Kuchiki's execution, and the plot to take its power and use it to destroy the Soul Society. Could it possibly all be true? And if it is, if that really is the plan that Gin's working toward, then
A hell butterfly?
Attention all officers. This is a report on the latest developments. The date of Rukia Kuchiki's execution has been rescheduled. The sentence will now be carried out 29 hours from this time. This decision is final. There will be no further changes. That is all.
Captain?
If the execution and the release of the Sukioku truly are part of Gin's plan, I can't allow him to succeed with it. Follow me, Rangiku. We're going to stop the execution.
What about you? Did anyone see those Ryoka?
No, sir. We couldn't find anyone over there, sir.
I see. Thanks for the update. Hold on. I don't remember seeing you two before. Are you new?
Yes, sir. I'm Inoue. This is my first term of service. Reporting for duty, sir.
I'm Ishida. Reporting for duty, sir.
Really? Man, it must be tough having something like this happen when you're just starting out.
Yes, sir. Very well, I understand. We'll go patrolling then.
This is all in a day's work for a Soul Reaper. Do your best. I expect great things from you.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
I wasn't expecting a plan as dangerous as disguising ourselves as Soul Reapers to work so well.
I know it was my idea, but I never thought it would go this smoothly. I'm pretty clever.
Yes, you are.
Okay, we found out what the location of the Senzaiku is from those people that we encountered earlier. I bet that the others are likely to be on their way there right now. I'd imagine that Ichigo is probably there already.
All right. We better hurry then, before Ichigo has time to royally screw everything up. We have to get there and do our best to prevent that.
Right! Which squad should we say we belong to? We have to be ready to answer right away if anybody asks us.
Yeah, I guess so. I see. So then, Tsubaki hasn't fully recovered yet.
No. Last night, they spent hours healing him. But even so... I didn't realize this before, but I guess they have a harder time healing each other. I'm sorry. I realize I'm not being of much help right now.
Are you kidding? You're able to protect us, and you can heal us as well on top of that? You're a huge help.
Thank you, Uryu.
I'm convinced that this is for the best. This way, Orihime can bring up the rear and remain focused on defense and healing. The enemy's less likely to target her there. And besides, having spent the last few days with her, I feel sure that she really isn't cut out for fighting. To me, it's clear-cut. She can't stand seeing someone get hurt. There's nothing she hates more, even if it's an enemy. People like her simply shouldn't be fighting. Battles aren't good for her, or, frankly, for any of her little friends either.
Hey, you two! What squad are you with? And what are you doing here?
We're with Squad 11.
Really? Well, that's funny. I'm with Squad 11 too. We're a combat unit. Who in Squad 11 would be stupid enough to walk around without a Zanpakuto toe?
I blew it. I didn't realize the squads are specialized.
This is Squad 12's insignia, not 11's. But then, you wouldn't know that. Who are you, really?
Oh well, so much for that idea. Guess we're not blending in.
Whew, wow. That was a close one.
The nerve accusing fellow Soul Reapers. What an oaf! Are you two all right?
Thank you so much!
Oh, it's the least we could do. Squad 12 looks out for its own, right?
These Squad 11 guys are always trying to start trouble with us. The clods.
Ah, come on now. Anyone can forget his sword.
Wait, hold on a second. What's going on here? This isn't right. Something's wrong. That Soul Reaper actually had a good point. We said we belonged to Squad 11, but we're wearing the insignia of Squad 12. That's obviously suspicious. So if that's the case, then why did they help us?
What the... Hey! This isn't...
Orihime! Get away from...
Captain! Captain Kurotsuchi! This isn't what you said we'd do! Captain!
It can't be helped. Once a grenade is thrown, it really shouldn't come flying back at you.
Thank you. If you hadn't called me, I'm sure that
I'm just glad you reacted in time. The reason for that's straightforward. It's because you practice so much without using your Kododama, your spirit chant.
What about the other 3 people?
I don't know, but listen. Don't worry about them right now. The only person you should worry about is yourself.
Oh, what a fascinating move. The shield. Is the girl behind you the one making it?
I'm not in the mood to talk.
How marvelous. I've never seen such a thing before. You, girl, let me ask you something. How would you like to be my research subject? I'll make it worth your while. Don't be so afraid. I'm kind to women. Oh, I know. I'll offer you the best possible terms that I can. I'll restrict the daily drug regimen to 8 doses and only 5 hours for biomechanical experiments. You'll be fed orally, and you'll even be given clothing when you sleep. And I'll try not to perform any modifications that might kill you. What do you say? He's fast. So he's a Quincy. A rare species. It's been quite a number of years since I last saw one of them. But even so, I'm sorry, I've already completed all my research on your kind. I'm not interested in Quincy's anymore. Now, go on and step aside.
Completed your research? Not interested? What do you even mean? And who are you?
Interesting. Do Ryoka normally charge into the enemy territory without studying the enemy at all beforehand? My, how foolish. I would like to think that you'd at least be aware of the identities of the top 13 Soul Reapers. I am Captain of Squad 12, and in addition to that, Chief of Research and Development, Mayuri Kuretsuchi. But you can forget that, because in a moment, you won't know anything.
He's... Orihime, run, now! He's after you!
What?
Leave this to me. You go and look for Ichigo.
Okay.
Did I say you could go?
Did I say you could stop them?
Listen up, boy. The fact is, I'm really not interested in you. Oh dear, it seems the girl got away. Oh well, if there's so much as a strand of her hair lying around, that's all that I'll need to find her. Oh, and when I do, I want to study her until there's only mincemeat left. Every minute, every second is precious.
That monster. But I think that I may actually have a chance against him. His spiritual pressure is strong, but it's also unstable, which means I should be able to buy enough time for Orihime to get far away, and then I can escape myself. Who's she? Is the girl behind him his assistant? But she's just standing there. Well, maybe she can't fight. All right then. I'll go for him first.
Moved rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Garienkaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of reishi beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented.
Strike back! Strike back! Strike back! Strike back! Let's go. Strike back.
Well done, and goodbye.
Here I come. But all the same, I'm afraid I can't let you keep going on like that. You see, we too have a ho-ho, one that's called Flash Step, although I confess that it's quite tiring to do. I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date, because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill him by using the least amount of effort that I can. Tear him up. Ashisogi Jizo.
I can't figure out what it does from the shape. What is it? What does it do? Well, if it's the kind that's able to absorb my attack, I'll have to strike carefully. Darn. There isn't time to think. What? Oh no. I forgot about her. Let go! Wait a second. He's not... I don't believe it. He hacked right through her. But she... Isn't she on his side? Why...
Fool! I taught you never to let go, even if your arms were torn off.
I'm sorry, sir.
Forget it. I wasn't expecting much from you anyway. Besides, honestly, at this point, defeating you will be as easy as strangling a baby.
I don't believe it. To kill me, he was willing to go so far as to sacrifice his own assistant.
Oh my! Just look at you sweat! It must hurt quite a bit. But despite that, you're not screaming. I'm impressed. You must have a very high threshold of pain. Tell me, is this your first time being cut by a sword?
It's my second.
Well, now you have a wealth of experience, but...
Sorry, Captain Kuratsuchi. Please give me some Hojikuzai, the flesh-healing medicine.
What's that? Why, you... Who do you think you're talking to? Huh? Well? So then, tell me, do you think your body would break that easily?
Stop! What are you doing? Isn't she one of you? Just stop it! You're killing her!
Are you mocking me right now, too? Do you think she'd die from this? You think that these trivial little wounds could kill her? I created this body myself. Well, I won't be laughed at.
Hold on. You created her?
That's right. Do you want to know her name? It's Nemu Kuritsuchi. She's the result of the many experiments that I conducted with Gigai and Gikon in the past. She is my daughter. Please don't bore me with your righteous indignation. How a father treats his own daughter is none of your business.
Stop! I can't move.
Oh, did you just realize that? You sure took your sweet time in coming to understand. Immobilizing the victim, that's what Ashisogi Jizo does.
A paralyzing poison.
Please, it's nothing as vulgar as that. You see, it selectively blocks only the neural impulses that are involved in movement. It synthesizes an extremely complex drug. It's not normal paralysis. You only lose the ability to move. In other words, you'll still be able to feel every bit of the pain. And here, and here! Ah, well, compared to the screams that a woman is able to produce, a man's lack a certain charm. I can't stand to hear them. Nemu, get up. You're going to finish him. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that I cut you with the Ashisogi Jizo too. Blast! You worthless maggot!
Stop it.
What?
I told you to stop.
Haven't you had enough yet? Are you that big a fool? Really? You feel pity for a woman even though she's your enemy? Is this the honor that all of you Quincy's take such pride in?
What?
It's interesting. It must really mean something to you, because you all seem to end up speaking about it before you die.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I told you, I've completed my research on Quincy's. I studied your kind thoroughly. I applied all manner of stimuli to their minds and bodies and observed their responses. I studied them until they were nothing but pulp. And every single one of them said something along the lines of how on their honorless Quincy's they could never bring themselves to do such and such a thing. On their honorless Quincy's they would undoubtedly be sure to stop me. Frankly, all of you are just so incredibly annoying. One stab from this will make any and all words of resistance entirely meaningless.
You dirty.
Now just calm down. This is where I tell you about my hardship. I confess, it really was very difficult work. When I first took on the role of Chief of Research and Development, Quincy's were already a rare species. Soul Reapers were monitoring the few that were still in existence. So I had to persuade the Soul Reapers assigned to them to delay their rescue. Then I turned the Quincy souls that they brought back into research subjects. Do you have any idea how hard it was to arrange all that? I remember the last one. He was a particularly nasty old man. He kept calling out the name of a student or maybe a grandchild. It was all so disgraceful. Would you like to see a picture of him? This photo was taken after my experiments ended. There's not much left of his original form. Now, what was that student's name? Ah, well, I tend to lose interest in my subjects after my experiments with them are over.
I'll tell you his student's name. It was Uryu. Uryu Ishida. The man's name was Soken Ishida. He was my teacher, and my grandfather as well.
Oh? So what?
I'm glad about one thing at least. That Orihime isn't here. I wouldn't want her to have to see this. On my honor as a Quincy, I swear, I'm going to kill you!
His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashisoki Chiso. How can he be standing? Oh, of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tingai. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he was some kind of a puppet. Out of the 2,661 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tingai. I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all. I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking you back alive. Then you, and the girl, of course, will become my latest experiments.
When I was a child, my father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincy's, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the hollows, And I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the Hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincy's were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the Reishi glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that once worn can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even now, I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure! I've never seen anything like it! Never before!
Give it all I have.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of Reishi. What he's doing is preventing the Reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The Reishi is being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy.
This will finish you.
This point, just as easy as strangling a baby.
Cry and repent. Show mercy. Cry and repent. Take a good look. I'll go all out on my next attack. Take a good look. I'll go all out on my next attack. I can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you. Take a good look. Cry and repent. I'm nowhere near done. Cry and repent. I won't show mercy. can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you.
Captain?
Damn you! You stupid Quincy!
Does it have the ability to liquefy whatever it cuts? Did you save that move? Hold it so you could use it when you'd want to make your escape?
I'll admit, you were close, Quincy. I can't actually attack at the moment. But then again, I also can't be attacked either. I'll be like this for a few short days at most, and then afterward, I'll simply return to the department in order to fully recover. And now, goodbye, Quincy. You were more trouble than I expected. But in the end, I will live, and you will die. That hasn't changed at all.
The poison in my system. If I don't do something fast.
Mr. Quincy, sir, please, if you look under the badge on my left arm, then you'll find an antidote there.
Would you be more comfortable lying down?
No, I'm fine like this.
Here, you first.
No, I'm going to be all right. Our blood's the same. He and I share similar biology. So you see, the poison won't harm me. Do you think it's some kind of trick or something? Then please, pour some into my mouth first if you need reassurance. Go on, I'll show you.
That's okay. Why would you poison me? Why now, when I'm already poisoned?
Thank you very much. I realized that you could have killed him by aiming for his head, but in the end, you didn't.
That was a fluke. Actually, I shot to make a kill.
Thank you. I'm very grateful. I'm glad you didn't kill my lord. Giving you the antidote was the least I could do to thank you for that.
I don't get it. Why would you want to protect a father like that?
I don't know. But when I realized that he'd survived, I just felt kind of relieved. Please, leave after you drink it. The other guards will certainly be coming shortly. They would have seen Ashisogi Jizo. I'll be all right, I promise. I'm sure the guards will tend to me.
Okay. Well, thanks for the medicine. Goodbye now. Darn. My legs feel like lead. And I can't lift my arms. The Rents and Tenkai must be wearing off. Finally, it seems that my time as a Quincy is coming to an end. But at least, I was still able to make my way to the Senzakyu. Ichigo, Orihime, Chad, Mr. Yoruichi, and Ganju. All of them. They're probably on their way now. But if it isn't just yet, I'm confident that it'll happen eventually. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. I just have to wait. Although, seeing as I was the one who got here first, I suppose I should go save Rukia. I bet Ichigo wants to be the one to rescue her. He'll probably be mad if I beat him to it.
It's nothing personal, but it's essential that we maintain the peace. Cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me, Ryoka. These pointless battles are at an end. Sleep now. Your struggles will be over soon enough.
With a little help from allies old and new, Ichigo Kurosaki was able to invade the Seirei-tei at the center of the Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki. Despite the growth his allies saw in the battle against powerful foes, the road to rescue Rukia was a long one, with Uryu Ishida and Yasutora Sado passing out along the way. A shocking development occurred. An urgent message from Seirei-tei brought news of the unnatural death of Sosuke Aizen, the captain of Squad 5. The Soul Society was drawn into chaos, brought by our hero's invasion of the Seirei-tei. Some 13 Court Guard Squad captains aimed for our heroes. Others changed their thoughts after encountering Ichigo. Others have doubts about their comrades as the situation unfolds. Captured by Soul Leaders, Ishida, Chad, and Gunji trust in Ichigo and lay low in jail. Meanwhile, Ichigo trained with Yoruichi to achieve the true might of a Soul Reaper, the Bankai.
It's daybreak. Just 2 days are left now. Ichigo has improved rapidly in the short time he's been training. Compared to the average Soul Reaper, his pace has been astonishing. But that improvement only applies to his combat skills. His spirit energy hasn't increased much at all. At this rate, can he truly master Bankai in 2 more days? Should I extend his training further? It might be something to consider. In the time since we got here, we've come to learn that the timing of Rukia's execution was cut by 5 days to 25. So that means that even after 3 days of training, we'll still have another 8 days to spare. Since that's the case, extending his training is more than possible. But should I? That's the real question. It took Kisuke 3 days for him to be able to achieve Bankai, and he was of the mind that spending any longer on it would actually prove to be dangerous. I'm not sure about Ichigo's Konpaku. I'm not entirely confident that it can withstand the extra days of training. I know. I'll give it 1 more day. If there's no change in his spirit energy in that time, I'll just have to take the risk.
Rukia Kuchiki, it's about the day of your execution. You see, it's been changed once again. The execution will be tomorrow.
The execution is tomorrow. But before the execution arrives, I'll make a request. I'll ask them to return Ichigo and the others safely to the world of the living. I am from the Kuchiki clan, after all. Given that, they just might honor my request. The execution is tomorrow. It came as a shock to me, of course. But strangely, I wasn't sad. It must be because of the dream I had last night. It must be because of my dream about the night that I'll never be able to forget. Lieutenant! Kaien! 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 Oh. That memory, it's one from when I'd just become a Soul Reaper. A memory of days long past. After I was adopted into the Kuchiki clan, I was given special treatment, and I was allowed to enlist in Squad 13. The other squad members almost immediately singled me out and became cold. They began to distance themselves from me, except one. The only person who made me feel like I belonged was none other than Kaien Shiba. He was Squad 13's lieutenant. He was also my immediate superior. It was an ordinary greeting, an ordinary chewing out, an ordinary relationship between superior and subordinate. But ordinary was exactly what I wanted. It's what I'd been searching for. It felt nice, just being around him. It made me feel so comfortable. But regrettably, those ordinary pleasant days didn't last long. Soon enough, they were brought to a very abrupt end. It all started when a hollow recon mission went awry. We'd received the dreadful and unexpected news that Kaien's wife, Miyako, had tragically been slain by an enemy hollow. Kaien volunteered for the combat squad to go after the hollow that had killed his wife. Captain Ukitake and I both joined him. We made our way to the mystery hollow's nest.
Captain, please, sir, let me go alone.
Even now, I remain full of questions about that day. Why didn't I try to stop him? Why didn't I try to do more? Our foe's capabilities were unknown, and yet you set off to face it alone. We knew it was extremely dangerous right from the start. But Captain Ukitake didn't stop Kaien, nor did he move to assist him.
Listen, and remember this well. There are two kinds of battles. Each time that we seek to engage in a fight, we must understand its true nature. Whether it's a battle to protect life, or a battle to defend honor.
But then... Kaien? Sir?
What's that? Did you just call my name, little girl?
I soon discovered that the Kaien I called out to was no longer the Kaien that I once knew so well. That hollow. It possessed the ability to take over another person's body. It did so by fusing the spiritual entity with that of the other.
Run, Rukia. Go on, get out of here! Do you want to die?
When I heard the sound of Captain Ukitake's voice, I simply fled. Why, I asked myself, why is this happening? Lieutenant Kaien! But before I realized what I was doing, I had returned to face it again. Of course, I had no plan in mind at all. Deep down, I knew that I couldn't just give up and run away. I knew I had to do whatever I could to try and save the lieutenant.
Kill him! Do it! He isn't Kaien anymore!
From that point onward, my memories aren't very clear. But I know that when I came to, my Zanpakuto was embedded in Kaien's chest. His form slumped over my shoulder.
Captain, thank you very much. I appreciate you allowing me to fight. Rukia, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry that I ever got you into this mess. You must have been scared. Thank you. I'm grateful. Because now, I can leave my heart behind.
No. There's nothing to thank me for. Nothing at all. I ran away because I was afraid to fight against you. The fact is, the only reason that I came back is because I couldn't stand my own cowardice. I only used my blade because I couldn't bear it any longer. I couldn't stand to see you suffer. I did it all out of selfishness. I did it for myself. I'm pathetic. So pathetic. I don't deserve anything at all. I'm not worth saving. I'm not worth shedding any blood over. I'm not worth anything.
Byakuya! We have a problem. Rukia's execution is...
I know. The Hell Butterfly informed me about it just a short while ago. So, what then? What of it?
What?
The execution is tomorrow. If that is the decision, then I have no choice but to accept it. Don't bother me with such petty matters. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Why, you're heartless. Didn't you hear what I said? Doesn't it mean anything to you? It's tomorrow! Tomorrow! By noon tomorrow, your very own sister will be...
Get a hold of yourself. You're going to shorten your life, Jushiro. Once you've allowed one of your people to die, frankly, 2 or 3 more really don't make any difference. In any case, she's a member of my family. It really has nothing to do with you. It's not your concern whether she lives or dies. Please don't do anything foolish.
What would you have done differently in this situation? Would you have attacked Byakuya and kicked him a few times, perhaps? The lone captain making a fuss won't do anything to sway the tribunal. So instead, would you have been so bold as to actually attempt to save Rukia? No, most likely you wouldn't have done either of those things. It seems to me that whenever you were faced with a decision, you always chose the path of greatest peril. Isn't that right, Kaien?
Alright guys, I'm back.
I'm so sorry, Captain. Tetsusai Eva, sir. I fell asleep on the toilet. For that, I'll slice open my own belly.
You need not. I'm completely ready at this point. The only thing that motivates me is my debt of gratitude to Master Genri Yusai. Because of my appearance, I was shunned by everyone, but he was different. He took me in. The least I can do in recompense is devote myself to repaying his kindness. I have no doubts. Should he ever need my life, then he shall have it gladly. So, how do you feel, Konami?
I'm doing just fine, of course. The only thing that's reflected in these blind eyes is the path of least bloodshed. The path that I travel down is the same as yours, Sajin.
Ah, what a huge pain this is. There's been enough trouble already. What with the Ryoka and Aizen's murder, and now they want to cause even more unrest, arguing about whether the execution is right or wrong. What's the point? The tribunal has made its decision. They're idiots, huh, Captain?
Fools. Right or wrong, it doesn't concern me. All I care about is my honor, and my duties as a captain of the 13 court guard squads. Anyone getting in the way of that is my enemy. I kill my enemies. It's that simple. And don't forget it. You get in my way, then you're my enemy, Marechio.
Hey, Captain, what are you doing here? There are other things you should be doing. You must get ready.
No, please. Tell me, what should I do?
But why? Why are you asking me? I know that whatever I say, you're going to end up doing as you like. Look, don't worry. It'll be fine. I'll make sure to stay a few steps behind you so that I don't get caught up in any of the mess.
Oh, no. Not again. Just great. I'll be the only one who gets scolded by Old Man Yama.
Well, which way will it be now, eh, girl?
I think it's that way, there! See? Kenny thinks that it's this way, too!
Maybe you should let Orihime lead, don't you think? I mean, no offense, but to be honest, your sense of direction stinks.
Shut up! That's no way to talk to a lieutenant, you know? Big talk for someone who lost to Ichi.
Come on, enough now. Put it away. You started it, you know.
Wow, who would have thought it'd end up like this? I wonder if Uryu's all right. The best thing that I can do right now is protect and heal. Ruki is being held in the Senzaiku. If I make my way there, surely Ichigo and the others will... There he is! Ichi! Hey, hold on just a second here. You're not Ichi! What should I do? This girl is a Soul Reaper. Huh? That's so strange. I could have sworn that I smelled Ichi down this way. What? Ichi? Yeah, Ichi the Ryoka. Are you his friend or something? Ichi? maybe she's talking about Ichigo? But then, why would this girl know about him?
Hey, could it be? Are you lost?
Huh? Lost? Well, now that you mention it, well, I guess?
No problem at all, Jiggles. I mean, Ichi is Kenny's friend after all. A friend of a friend is a friend, or something like that.
Friends?
Come on! You can come along with us. We're looking around for Ichi right now, too.
Wait!
She's so beautiful.
So tell me, Orihime, what do you think? Is that jerk Ichigo still alive?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm not too sure.
Don't ask stupid questions, Ikaku. He's alive. I know he is. He's still alive, and he's urgently trying to get stronger. Sounds like fun to me. I'll help you, girl. If I stick with you, I have a feeling I'll see Ichigo again.
And this is why Kenpachi's my favorite captain.
Forget it. I'll trust my own instincts.
Yay! All right! Go, Kenny!
I thought these people would be a lot scarier, but they're actually super nice. With their help, maybe...
What is this place? Wait, I'm alive? But why?
Hi, you awake?
Ganju, you're alive. Good. But I don't understand. Why would they treat our injuries? We're intruders, and we're their enemies. There's no reason why the Soul Reapers would patch us up.
There's been a new development.
Chad, you're safe too.
I heard the guards talking a little while ago. One of the captains was murdered inside the Serite. They don't know who did it, but as Ryoka, we're the prime suspects in the case.
So we're being kept alive for questioning.
In any case, we're alive, so that's good news. But unfortunately, we're locked up, and so is our spiritual pressure. Still, there's one thing that's for sure. If it's the case that the enemy doesn't want us dead, then that means the others are probably still alive now.
I think it's safe to assume that if we're in here, then Orihime, with her lack of combat skills, has probably been captured too. That leaves Mr. Yoruichi and Ichigo. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for Ichigo. Let's wait for Ichigo.
Huh? What? What is it?
Don't you hear that?
Yeah, I think I do. There's no doubt. It's definitely getting closer.
What are you doing? Are you mad?
Hey, what? What? What's going on?
Here? You're... Kenpachi Saraki! Captain of Squad 11!
Oh, jeez. Wrong again. Oh, boy. And I really thought I had him this time, too!
Uryu! Chad! Ganju! Oh, I'm so relieved. Thank goodness you're all right.
Orihime?
Ha-ha! We made it! We're finally outside!
We really should thank Orihime.
Yeah. Thanks, Orihime.
Aw, don't mention it.
Just quiet down. Quit your babbling. We're going.
Okay, come on! Let's go this way! Everyone, follow me!
Here I come, Ichigo!
Yeah, this is only about the 20th dead end. We've encountered a bunch of them so far, huh, Lieutenant?
Sheesh! Duh! I really thought he was this way!
Calm down. Finding the right street takes luck. This is no time for fighting.
Captain.
Yeah, sneaking around. Why, you ought to be ashamed. Show yourselves. Honorable captains shouldn't go around disguising their spiritual pressure.
You've got a big mouth, you know that? Do you even realize what it is that you're doing? Where are you going with the Ryoka? Did you lose your honor with your defeat, Kenpachi Zaraki?
Captain Komamura, Captain Tosen, Tetsu-Seiman, Shuhei.
4 captain-class officers? But even so, we still outnumber them.
Quiet. I never said that I was going to allow you to fight. 4 against 1, huh? Not really enough to test my sword, but why not?
4 to 1 isn't enough. So then, do you mean that your plan is to take on all 4 of us by yourself? I know you're good, but even so, I think you're overrating yourself just a bit, Kenpachi Zaraki.
Stop all this yapping already. Come on and fight. If you're smart enough to grasp the situation, you'll attack me from all sides at once. Then one of you might have a chance of cutting me.
Kenny! We've been going practically everywhere trying to track down where Ichi is. Come on! Come and join us, Kenny!
Don't worry, I'll be right there.
Yachiru! Wait! Yachiru! Are you sure about this? I mean, leaving Mr. Zaraki all alone?
Of course! There's no way that Kenny will lose. Doesn't matter who he's fighting against.
Yachiru...
Be right there. So, was that just bluster? Or were you actually serious? Either way, it seems that you've not only lost your honor, but your sanity as well, Kenpachi Zaraki.
Sanity? I'm terribly sorry, but I don't recall ever having anything like that.
Captain, let us...
take care of this situation.
Fools. I explicitly told you to attack me all at once.
I knew it was going to be like this. Bunch of fools.
All right, if that's how you want to play.
I guess we'll have to step in, right, Captain?
Wait, what's going on? What are the 2 of you still doing here?
Hey! Listen! Don't even dare to think that you lowly lieutenants will have the privilege of taking on a captain. We'll handle this ourselves. Right, Captain?
I see. So you guys want to fight. All right, very well. You can have them. But do it somewhere else. If you get in my way, then I'll kill you myself.
Yes, sir!
Oh, boy. Fight? Don't fight? Take us on? Don't take us on? Since when are you allowed to talk to me like that, Ikaku?
I don't need any lessons on how to talk. Not from a coward who jumped ship because he couldn't be Lieutenant of Squad 11, Iba.
Ikaku.
Save it for later. Let's go somewhere else. Come on already, okay? I don't want my captain to kill me.
Me neither. Do you mind if we go too?
Do what you want. It won't matter.
Sheesh, okay, now we can finally fight. There's only half as many of you at this point. But all the same, how could I live with myself if I refuse my subordinates' wishes? Right. Well then, at least this can serve as my morning workout.
Still talking big. That's what makes me think you're overrating yourself, Kenpachi Zaraki.
Ooh, you broke the ground with just the pressure of your sword. Not bad.
Are you ready? It's over. Not even the great Kenpachi Zaraki could survive that. There won't be any trace of him left.
What? That's all you've got? I take back what I said. This won't even be able to wake me up. I'm gonna chop you two to pieces and end this now.
What?
Are you serious? And you have the gall to call yourselves captains? Get up. You're not dead yet. Before I kill you, at least act like you're a captain and show me your Bankai.
Who do you think you are? Bankai? Against a traitor like you?
Wait, Sajin. I'll do it. There are 3 ways to become a captain of the 13 court guard squads. The first way is by passing the captain's exam in the presence of 3 or more captains, including the head captain. The second way is by receiving recommendations from 6 or more captains and having 3 of the 7 remaining captains approve the rank designation. And the third way is by facing off against and defeating a captain in the presence of no less than 200 guardsmen.
I already know that. So?
For a while, I've had a strong suspicion. Ever since you made captain by killing the captain of Squad 11 and advancing via the third method, I've had variations of one thought running through my mind. This man is a monster, spreading carnage and thirsting for blood. He's not like the rest of us. He can't be allowed to stay. This man will eventually destroy the peace of the 13 court guard squads. And in fact, at this moment you are assisting the Ryoka, fighting against us, and as I suspected you always would, bringing chaos. All of this is because you hunger for bloodshed. So tell me, am I wrong about you, Kenpachi Zaraki?
Preach to someone who cares. You're the good guys and I'm the bad. That's the story, right? Why don't you just say it? If you hate me so much, why not cut to the chase and use your Bankai on me?
No, I'm not saying that I hate you. I'm saying you're beyond redemption. By word and by deed, you've altogether broken the peace. Bankai. Suzumushi Tsuishiki. Enma Korogi. I must eliminate you to restore the peace. This is my Bankai. All of this entire space is my Bankai.
What's going on? I can't see, I can't hear. Nothing.
My Enma Korogi deprives one of the senses of sight, sound, smell, even spiritual pressure, drawing you into an empty black hell. Only one person is able to escape it, and that person is only the one who's holding Suzumushi.
A bankai that deprives the senses. This is trouble. Worst of all, I can't detect spiritual pressure. Can't see, can't hear. I can't even smell anything. I've had enough of this. Stop hiding. I won't be able to get a good hit in with my remaining senses. Damn. Can't enjoy hacking them to bits like this. Wait, that's it. There is a way. An easy way to find out where he is.
He's smiling again. Even hopelessly outmatched, he still wants to fight. You're a threat to us, Kenpachi Zaraki. Too much of a threat to be allowed to live any longer. He didn't try to evade it. Or was it that he actually couldn't? His warped love of combat, his desire for confrontation, handed an opening to me.
Hey, where have you been?
No!
Uh-huh. I'm able to see again, and I can hear as well. Now, the question is, have things changed because I caught you? Or is it actually because I'm touching your sword, then? Well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Come on, let's do it again. I got the hang of it now. Next time, I'll simply grab your arm before your blade sinks into me.
How? He can't see, hear, or smell. He can't even detect spiritual pressure. And yet, he's evading me. After he dodges my attacks, he's striking ever closer and closer. He truly is a monster.
If you truly want to conquer, take up your sword, slay your enemies.
I won't lose here. The light won't turn.
Don't disappoint me. Strike me. How disappointing.
The light won't turn. Enough. Very well.
Don't be in such a hurry.
You have
endure. Not bad. You're in the way. Out of my way. I'm not done yet. You're undaunted. Endure.
I must stop you. Enough.
You're in the way.
I'm not done yet. Do not forget your fears.
Take that. Get lost. What? Not bad.
You have no fear. Enough. You have no fear. Close.
I'm not
You have no fear. I'll stop you.
See? Below you.
Justice is my picture.
If you truly want to conquer, take up your sword, slay your enemies. Don't be in such a hurry. Endure. You're in the way. You're in the way. I'm not done yet. I'll kill you. Don't be in such a hurry. Not bad.
Justice incarnate. What's this?
Strike back.
Justice is my
Don't be in such a hurry. Get lost. You're in the way. Coward. Close. Not bad. Endure.
Enough. This isn't personal, but to restore peace. A small compassion. No fear. I won't waste any more time.
I'm not dead just yet. What's this? Strike back. That's a good one. Endure. Get lost. Strike back, idiot. I'm not done yet. You won't capture me. Don't be in such a hurry.
Enough.
Take that. Don't disappoint me.
Fear. Your reactions are slow.
This is how it should be.
I'll stop you. You have never felt fear.
Strike back. Get lost. Out of my way. You're in the way. Out of my way. Incredible. I'm not done yet. You're in the way. Not bad. I'm not done yet. Monster. Not bad.
Monster.
Don't be in such a hurry.
Monster.
Not bad.
Your reactions are
Don't be in such a hurry. I'm not done yet. Take that!
Where are you?
I'm not done yet.
Never felt fear. Your reactions are slow.
I gotta restart this whole fucking battle. Damn. Fuck.
It's over. Not even.
I already saw this shit. This motherfucker's so damn annoying.
Why don't you just say it? If you hate me so much, why not cut to the chase and use your Bankai on me?
No, I'm not saying that I hate you. I'm saying you're beyond redemption. By word and by deed, you've altogether broken the peace. Bankai. Suzumushi Tsushiki. Enma Kuroki. I must eliminate you to restore the peace. This is my Bankai. All of this entire space is my Bankai.
What's going on? I can't see, I can't hear. Nothing.
My Enma Kurogi deprives one of the senses of sight, sound, smell, even spiritual pressure, drawing you into an empty black hell. Only one person is able to escape it, and that person is only the one who's holding Suzumushi.
Right, so that event.
He can't see, hear, or smell. He can't even detect spiritual pressure. And yet, he's evading me. After he dodges my attacks, he's striking ever closer and closer. He truly is a monster.
Very well. Over here. Aim better. Here. You're in the way. Close. Not bad. Get lost. Revel in this. Capture. I'm not done yet. Here.
Enough. Never felt
not bad. Incredible! If you truly want to conquer,
this?
I'm not done yet. Don't be in such a hurry. Don't disappoint me.
Enough. See? Not to you.
Not bad.
What's this?
Hey, you're in the way. Come on. Once more. Don't be in such a hurry.
Very well.
Taking your sweet time. Did you hear the bells?
Do not forget your fears.
Death is the best.
You will capture.
Don't be in such a hurry.
Close.
Not bad. I'm not done yet. Below your eyes. If you truly want to conquer, take up your sword, slay your enemies.
I won't lose here. Justice.
Don't be in such a hurry. I'm not done yet.
This isn't personal, but to restore peace. A small compassion. No fear. I won't waste any more time.
I want to go toe-to-toe with you again. Is that the best you can do?
Come on, bitch. Where you at? Come on. I'll wait till you run out of that fucking gauge.
Justice incarnate.
Yeah, come on, use it up.
I'm not done yet.
Where are you?
Don't be in such a hurry. Over here. Isn't it strange that you can't cut the sea? Don't hold back.
Your reaction is slow. The light won't.
I'm not done yet. Not bad.
You're undaunted. What's this?
Don't disappoint me, you idiot. I'm not done.
You're undaunted.
Don't be in such a hurry. Not bad.
You have no fear. Your reaction is
I'm
slow.
not done yet.
It's never felt.
Taking your sweet time.
You have no
Out of my way. Strike back. Or you just gonna steal it. Don't disappoint me.
Come the fuck on, man.
The edge. Strike back. Cowards. Take that.
Your reaction is slow.
Strike back.
You're undaunted. Where are you looking? The light won't.
Don't be in such a hurry.
You have no fear.
I'm not done yet. Not bad.
You're undaunted.
You idiot. You idiot. Don't be in such a hurry. Not bad.
You're undaunted.
Not bad. Not bad.
Enough.
Strike back. Don't disappoint
Get the bitch ass out of here. Tired of you.
Truly want to conquer. Take up your sword.
Tired of your punk ass. Get out of here.
Damn! No way. I won't lose. I refuse to give in. I won't lose to you. Not yet. I'm not finished yet. I swear by all that's dear to me, I won't lose to you.
I quit. This is boring. I won't fight someone who's half dead. Farewell. Dying isn't any fun. That's because once you're dead, you aren't able to cut anybody anymore.
I'll stop you. I will. In the name of justice, in the name of peace, I will.
I must stop you no matter what!
Save it. If you're that eager to die, then die.
Sajin!
That's enough. This one will never be able to understand. You've done plenty.
Sajin...
I know. Say no more.
This is quite a surprise. So, at last I know. That's what you look like under there.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream from there, and I'll pick up more from it tomorrow. So to those who tune in to watch, thanks for watching. I appreciate that, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.